Ever wondered about the world's largest living structure that can even be seen from space? Yes, we are talking about the Great Barrier Reef. Spanning over 2,300 kilometers along the northeastern coast of Australia, this breathtaking marvel is teeming with a kaleidoscope of life. The Great Barrier Reef, the world's most extensive coral reef system, is so vast that it's visible from outer space. Its enormity is matched only by its biodiversity, boasting thousands of species of vibrant corals, fish, mollusks, and countless other marine life forms. This awe-inspiring ecosystem has been named a World Heritage Site, signifying its global importance and the urgent need for its preservation. It's a unique, irreplaceable part of our planet, a testament to the beauty and complexity of life under the sea. As we embark on this journey, prepare to be amazed by the colors, the creatures, and the sheer spectacle of nature's underwater wonderland. Let's dive deeper into the vibrant and diverse world of corals and the Great Barrier Reef. What makes the Great Barrier Reef so unique? The answer lies in the tiny yet fascinating organisms called corals. Corals, often mistaken for rocks or plants, are in fact animals. They belong to the same family as jellyfish and sea anemones, known as cnidarians. Corals are composed of thousands of tiny creatures called polyps. A coral polyp is a soft-bodied organism with a hard, protective limestone skeleton at its base, which is secreted by the polyp itself. There are two main types of corals, hard corals and soft corals. Hard corals, also known as reef-building corals, have rigid exoskeletons that contribute to the formation of coral reefs. Soft corals, on the other hand, do not build reefs. They have flexible tree-like forms that sway with the currents. The life cycle of corals is a captivating dance of nature. It begins when mature corals release millions of eggs and sperm into the water during a mass spawning event. Once fertilized, the eggs develop into larvae, which then float in the ocean currents before settling down on a hard surface, where they transform into polyps and start the process of building a coral colony. One of the most remarkable aspects of corals is their symbiotic relationship with tiny algae known as zooxanthellae. This union is what gives corals their vibrant colors. The corals provide the algae with a protected environment and compounds they need for photosynthesis. In return, the algae produce oxygen and help the corals remove waste. Most importantly, they supply the corals with glucose, which is used to create their calcium carbonate skeletons. These calcium carbonate structures form the backbone of coral reefs, which are among the most diverse and complex ecosystems on the planet. Coral reefs provide shelter, breeding grounds, and feeding areas for countless marine species. They also serve as a natural barrier, protecting coastal areas from the damaging effects of storms and waves. Now that we know what corals are, let's explore the different coral reef regions of the world. Corals are not just confined to the Great Barrier Reef, they are found throughout the world's oceans. Indeed, these captivating underwater ecosystems span far and wide. Let's take a quick dive into the different coral reef regions around the world. First stop, the Caribbean. This region is home to a diverse collection of coral species offering a riot of colors and forms. Moving on, we journey to the Red Sea, a region known for its unique coral reefs that have adapted to its hot and salty environment. Next, let's plunge into the South Pacific. Here, the coral reefs are part of the Coral Triangle, an area that boasts the highest biodiversity of coral species in the world. From the vibrant Caribbean to the resilient Red Sea and the biodiverse South Pacific, corals have colonized many corners of our oceans. Among these regions, the Great Barrier Reef holds a special place. Let's find out why. The Great Barrier Reef, named for its function as a barrier, is a marvel of nature. Found in the Coral Sea off the coast of Queensland, Australia, this enormous structure stretches over 2,000 kilometers. It's so large that it can be seen from outer space. But why is it called a barrier? The term is derived from its function as a protective shield. By breaking the force of the waves, the reef acts as a barrier, sheltering the coastlines from storms and erosion. It's like nature's own fortress, providing a safe haven for the ecosystems that thrive in its shelter. This reef is not just a single entity, but an intricate network of nearly 3,000 individual reefs and 900 islands. Each reef is a bustling metropolis teeming with life. It's like a submerged jungle where every nook and cranny is filled with vibrant inhabitants. The biodiversity here is staggering. From the tiniest plankton to the majestic humpback whales, The reef is a sanctuary for a multitude of species. Over 1,500 species of fish, 400 types of coral, and countless sponges, mollusks, and crustaceans call this place home. It's a veritable mosaic of life, with each species playing a crucial role in the reef's survival. Beyond being a home for marine life, the reef also plays a vital role in our planet's health. It acts as a carbon sink, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and in turn, helping to mitigate climate change. Moreover, the reef supports the livelihoods of millions of people through tourism, fishing, and scientific research. This labyrinth of life, this underwater city, is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of nature. Each vibrant coral, each darting fish, each silent turtle tells a story of survival and interdependence. However, this vibrant underwater city is under threat. But what are these threats? As we delve deeper into the world of the Great Barrier Reef, we will uncover the challenges it faces and explore what we can do to protect this natural wonder. Like many other natural wonders, the Great Barrier Reef is facing a multitude of threats. One of the main threats is climate change. The increasing levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere are leading to warmer sea temperatures. This in turn causes coral bleaching, a stress response where corals expel the algae living in their tissues and turn white. Without these algae, corals lose a significant source of food and become more susceptible to disease. If the water temperature doesn't return to normal quickly enough, the corals can die. Then there's pollution. Runoff from the land, carrying pesticides, fertilizers, and other harmful chemicals can reach the reef and negatively impact the delicate balance of this ecosystem. The introduction of these pollutants can lead to algal blooms which smother corals and deplete the water of oxygen, leaving little for the marine life. Overfishing is another major concern. By removing too many fish, we disrupt the food chain and alter the balance of the ecosystem. Certain species of fish are vital for coral health, like the parrotfish, which eat the algae that can otherwise overrun the corals. Without these fish, the reef can quickly become overrun by algae, leading to a decline in coral health and diversity. Finally, there's the impact of tourism. While it's a significant source of income for the region, unregulated or poorly managed tourism can lead to physical damage to the reef. Boats can accidentally hit the reef, and tourists can break off pieces of coral. Even the sunscreen used by swimmers can harm corals. So, we find the Great Barrier Reef, a vibrant, bustling city under the sea, grappling with threats from multiple fronts. It's a stark reminder of how our actions, directly or indirectly, can impact these precious ecosystems. These threats are serious, but not insurmountable. How can we protect the Great Barrier Reef? The fate of the Great Barrier Reef is not sealed. We can still make a difference. This vibrant underwater Eden is at risk, but not beyond salvation. It's not just a task for marine biologists and environmentalists. Each one of us has a role to play. First and foremost, we need to address the elephant in the room: climate change. The rise in global temperatures is causing coral bleaching, a threat that's as deadly as it sounds. By reducing our carbon footprint, we can help slow the rate of global warming. This can be as simple as choosing public transportation over private vehicles or opting for renewable energy sources at home. Next, let's talk about fishing. Overfishing and harmful fishing practices have a detrimental effect on the reef's ecosystem. By supporting sustainable fishing, we can help protect the reef's biodiversity. Sustainable fishing ensures that fish populations are kept at healthy levels and that the marine environment is not damaged. So, the next time you're buying seafood, consider where it comes from. Your choices could help protect this underwater wonder. Finally, let's consider tourism. The Great Barrier Reef is a popular tourist destination attracting millions of visitors every year. While tourism can be a driving force for conservation, irresponsible tourism can lead to damage. As travelers, we can promote responsible tourism by following guidelines, respecting marine life, and not leaving any litter behind. Efforts are also underway on a larger scale to protect the reef. Governments, scientists, and conservation organizations are working together to monitor the health of the reef, manage marine parks, and implement policies to mitigate damage. But the fight is far from over. More needs to be done to ensure the survival of the reef. It's a collective responsibility, and every effort counts, no matter how small. The Great Barrier Reef is a treasure we cannot afford to lose. Together, we can ensure its survival for generations to come.